And now for something completely different.
Oh, snap. What happened? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Whatever the case may be. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever. It's 10:20 at night. Hi, everybody. It's Mike, and I'm here in my V-neck t-shirt. Because I ran out of tape. So, you guys know I got my metal prints in. Hello, everybody. This is Mike Miller. I am a very long time professional comic book artist, Marvel, DC, etc. And now I am here on YouTube to talk to you. And so, yes, here I am. Is that the new Halo game? What is this? That new? I don't know what you're talking about. What? All right. Hi, Dennis. Hi, P Money. Hi, Mr. Dead in his pocket. By the way, super nice thing for you to do for Eric the other on Friday. Thank you so much. So kind and generous. Truly, the love of Christ is in you. Bright glory. Good morning, Fizz Pop Fox Fly Fox Pro and Eric and Boyd and Muerte. What is up, Muerte? How you doing, brah? So, what is going on today in the neck of the woods, also known as YouTube land? I spent today, like you guys know, I got my metal prints in, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, trying to. So what I want to try to do, which is not as easy as it sounds, because some of these orders get ridiculous. Like, I'm packing packages, and these aren't even full packages. These are like 10-pound packages of comic books and metal prints. And I haven't even done one overseas yet, but it's like I'm trying to do the first. So 7 of 9 had number 1. So he gets the number 1 set, right? And then Dennis Pruch was number 2, 3, and 4 on the early bird special. So he gets number 2, number 3, and number 4 set. And then I think Andrew Jupio. Well, it wasn't Andrew. Andrew got 5 or 6, something like that. Anyways, I'm trying to do them in order so that the earlier you got in, the earlier number you got. So it's not all just a big old mishmash catabash. I made that word up. And so this is extremely time consuming because now my entire kitchen once again looks like Fulfillment Central. I've got comics lined up down the wall. I've got comics against this back wall. I've got all my stuff. I've been signing and packing and boarding books all day and doing the. And I ran out of tape. 10 o'clock at night. I ran out of tape. I cannot move forward in the progress of packing stuff. So, anyways, Dennis, I'm sending you out one package now. Are you trying to number each one? They're all numbered. The metal prints are numbered. They're numbered 1 through 100. So 1 of 100, 2 of 100, 3 of 100, 4 of 100. Right? So I did that. Took half a day. Me and Eden, where she was helping me unpack them and put them in. Are you fulfilling metal print orders? Are you also fulfilling people with sketch cards that have been on your desk too? I mean, this. I'm getting to it. You run out of tape every time. Okay, you know what? I had tape, but it's it's such cheap tape. It's like cellophane thin. So yeah, I spend like never buy cheap tape because you're gonna spend $100 worth of time trying to save $3 worth of tape, and it's like you're sitting there and you're picking it, and then you go, oh, I got it, and then you pull it out and it rips off, and you're like, ah! And then when you use it, you have to use 2 or 3 strips anyways just to get the thickness of a good piece of tape. So I gotta go again and buy some good tape tomorrow. Dennis, I've got you packed up for your early birds, your late risers, your sketch card, your For the Troops, your Black Friday, and your Heart of the Hero early bird set. Everything else is going to have to come in another package, but I got you all written down here. What? I am live streaming. Eden ran in here because I was live streaming.
No, I was asking. What's a duct tape?
No, duct tape doesn't work for packaging. Sorry. And Andrew's not in here, but yeah, I'm splitting your order up to.
Are you talking about the big orders?
Yeah, they're big orders, but the reason because I'm trying to get the early birds out so that I can do them in order. But some of this other stuff, like I still don't have the CGC slabs in. I don't have some of the sketch cards in. So
not just me, right?
Not just you, but Andrew Jupio's getting one of your cards. So like and share. Duct tape works on everything. Jeff, I actually talked to the postal office, the postal service doesn't like people using duct tape because duct tape, the adhesive on duct tape is temperature sensitive. Therefore, when you have a package wrapped in duct tape and it's sitting in the back of a postal vehicle at 120, 130 degrees, the tape will just fall off. So, note to you all. Don't ship with duct tape.
There's nothing in the package.
I know a guy who made a guitar out of duct tape. Hey, you know what? I made a whole suit of samurai armor out of duct tape and cardboard. So this is just the big crest thing fell off. It's over there somewhere. But I got a whole suit of armor made out of duct tape. Check that out. Cause I'm a nerd. And I've learned something. Yes, you have learned something today. Eden is rolling around the house. She had her last night of high school group tonight while I was here packing stuff. Were they all like, "Where's your dad?" Terrible. I spent years with those kids. Years. I spent every week of my life guiding and hanging out and playing games with these kids, and they don't even care that I'm gone. All right.
They see you at church every week.
They do. Jojo, don't you throw that in here. Because I said so. You'll go play.
He wants to play baseball.
You want to play baseball? Uh-huh. You got the wrong ball. That's basketball.
Why?
Because you throw that in a basket.
I can't.
You fought?
Uh-huh.
That's great. Eric, don't you Eric, did you win? Was it you or a different Eric? Won D&Q F Ed. F Ed fan edition?
Oh.
Some Eric won the fan edition. So 36 people here. I got, how many likes do I have? I'm gonna check on the likes, guys.
0.
23 likes out of 35. 35?
Where are all
36.
the thumbs downs, huh?
We got one of those right there.
Yeah.
Is the
But
fan
only 1 out of
edition still a
36.
thing? Gary, do you want to pop in here? Say hi, do. It's never a different Eric. It's always me. Yes, it was me. All right. I got you. I see where you're going with this. All right. Let me slip this. So is D&Q canceled? Why would D&Q be canceled this week? Why?
I'm not gonna be there. Oh wait, are you doing Avatar? No.
Are we doing Avatar?
Don't do Avatar. I'm busy tomorrow.
Don't do Avatar. Eden's busy tomorrow.
Unless the time
Wait,
is
aren't
mine.
you? Isn't college group every Tuesday night?
Maybe they'll have one off sometime. Then we can do Avatar.
What?
Or maybe you can do Avatar tomorrow night, and I'll just do a drawing afterwards, and then I can sell it on the auction.
She's not done with her watercolor painting. She did 3 other watercolor paintings.
I have the sketch out. I did other watercolor paintings because tonight was my last night at youth group, so I made little presents for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I made macarons. Eat them?
No, I already had like 6 of them.
Well, I already brushed my teeth, so I'm not going to eat them. But they're very cute.
She makes delicious macarons.
Yes, everybody loves them.
It's true. It's true. All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode isn't even a year old.
I have the sketch of the watercolor. If you want me to show it. It's like a very rough. It's very well, it's not rough. Like it's the colored pencil before I do the watercolor. So there's not a lot there because most of it's going to be watercolor. Did it?
Sure.
Hi, baseball.
Baseball. I once made myself a 12 DVD set of all 3 completed seasons of news radio out of duct tape. Worked like a charm on my DVD player. That's fantastic. That's were you wearing a nice white shirt that lets you hug yourself all day long while you were doing it? Do a jazz crab episode. There's the lines. Skiddly bop. Skiddly bop indeed. Skiddly bop dow. You make macarons? I've only made them once and was so excited when the feet appeared.
Yeah, it's so cute.
The feet?
So you leave them out for 30 minutes so that a skin develops so you can touch them, and then you bake them, and then when they bake, they like rise, and the little like ruffled bits around the edges, they call them the feet. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
The feet. Do a DCeased episode since everyone in DC got fired today. Hey, some of those people are my friends, so I'm not. All right, we'll go to the article.
Well, or you could just tell me.
Well, it's more important that we read the article. So, seeing as how I have Brave browser and can therefore read bleeding cool articles without all the annoying pop-ups. Let's read. Gary, how are you?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm doing excellently well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I haven't been on StreamYards in so long, I don't even know how to put my little emoji or whatever it's called, avatar.
That's all right. You can just be a giant white circle with a tiny little person icon in the middle.
Hi, Eden.
Hi.
All right. Let's read this article real quick. That's clever. DCeased. DC Comics editorial bloodbath going on right now. Bleeding Cool reported earlier than expected layoffs at Warner Brothers, widely expected over the weekend, would impact DC Comics today as well, including editorial staff. Variety has numbered 650 layoffs coming from Warner Brothers, while HBO is expected to lose up to 175 staffers, topping 800 staffers. These come in the wake of a major overhaul at Warner Brothers led by new Warner CEO Jason Killer. That makes sense. Who appears to have, it's Killara, I guess, who appears to have some kind of evangelical, even colonial zeal with his talk of Warner Brothers acting like missionaries to the world. And of course, you can't have missionaries without a bloodbath at some point. I get the feeling this is written by Rich Johnson. Yes, it is. All right. We are being told that DC Comics staff are being informed of the changes. It's all still developing, but all indications are that it's a lot more than editorial. But we are talking high-level cuts at DC today, and time after time after time, people are using the same word to describe it: bloodbath. Lovely. Did you just find that on your computer?
Yeah.
Multiple people have mentioned Mark Doyle, executive editor at DC Black Label, as an early casualty, which, considering that Black Label, aside from the likes of Last God, remains a strong profit center for DC Comics in comic stores, bookstores, and foreign sales especially, but exposure of Batman Damned still casts a long shadow at the publisher. I don't know what he's talking about. We have heard, I guess I could click on that and find out what he's talking about, but that sounds like a lot of work. We have heard mention from various sources of various reliability that Vice President, Global Publishing Initiatives, and Digital Strategy Bobby Chase, DC Editor Andy Corey, DC Senior Editor Brian Cunningham, Senior VP of Publishing Strategy and Support Services at DC, Hank Canals, who I have known since 1993, I think, and DC Editor-in-Chief Bob Harris, who stole a story idea from me, so whatever, are also rumored to be laid off. If true, this would be one of the biggest editorial changes in DC Comics history. But I am also getting contradictory information that some, like Hank, seem to have survived. Well, I hope he did. Let's hope, shall we? And DC Collectibles may have been sidelined off somewhere else to be licensed outside of DC. Too much cost, time, and attention for the revenue it brings in. Although he wrote timer because he didn't get an editor for his story. No one is making any of this up, but there are games of telephone being played out across the industry right now. Or should that be a game of WhatsApp, Zoom, Slack, Discord, or even Google Hangouts? Why is that? I'm being told from multiple sources that Mary Javins, executive editor of Global Publishing Initiatives and Digital Strategy at DC Comics, may be further elevated in this new reality. And there goes Gary. But what I am hearing most is that no one actually knows and that people are being asked not to talk. But because DC recently lost one of their most successful PR people in Courtney Simmons Brown, who presciently left for Amazon Studios and Lord of the Rings this week. Without her handle on the situation, there is a vacuum of information. Gossip floods in to fill the space. Well, it's perfect for you, Rich Johnson. And then leaks out to Bleeding Cool. As a result, consider hiring your own salt lick when reading any of this information. Rich just thinks he's so witty, but he's not. Also, what this means for the upcoming DC Fandom online event is unknown, but it would have involved many of these names. As for why, well, the reasons being given are all related to the pandemic, the shutdowns, and the health of the economy. But it has also been mentioned that DC Comics were not able to recover sales with their new distributor partners as they did with their old, while Batman and Death Metal have sold very well indeed, and graphic novels got a big boost from bookstores during the shutdown. The middle range monthly books across the DC range suffered a major sales shock, and the shockwaves of that are now being felt across the industry. It might suggest DC's further move towards digital and graphic novel publishing and away from monthly comic book shop titles, but this is a journey DC has been on for a while, and Dan Didio's departure exacerbated that. Oh, I don't know if that's true. No doubt there will be updates throughout the night. Good luck and sympathies to all those affected. This is a horrible time for so many. Indeed. Bobby Chase. Boy, I remember Bobby Chase being the John Byrne's editor in the 80s on She-Hulk. That's she is an old school. You got kicked. Gary, I didn't kick you. You just disappeared. The link should still work if you want to try it again. Tell us honestly, with you having worked there for years, does this upset you or does it not really not? I don't want to see Hank or Bobby Chase losing their jobs. You know what? No, I don't want to see any of these people losing their jobs. This pandemic is not. Oh wait, is this a new one? Jim Lee, Bob Harris, Mary Javins. Oh, I got another one. Hold on.
Where'd Gary go?
Gary got dropped. Stop kicking Gary. I'm not kicking Gary. All right, here's a follow-up article. Earlier today, Bleeding Cool posted the news that DC Comics staffers, along with the rest of Warner Brothers, were undergoing downsizing of staff. At the time, we were led to believe that the brunt would be felt by DC Universe as part of the alignment of streaming services being offered. But instead, it became rapidly clear that DC Comics Editorial was being targeted in a major way for such changes, with everyone describing this as a bloodbath or new DC implosion. That's their new line. And on a Monday as well, this new implosion seems to have all but confirmed the departure of Mark Doyle, editor at Black Label, Bob Harris, other named repeatedly now, Bob Harris, VP Global Publishing, Bobby Chase, Andy Corey, Brian Cunningham, and Hank. Dang it, I hope that's not true. Hank was one of my first editors in the industry ever when back at Malibu. And then, I've known him ever since. He got picked up over at Wildstorm. And, yeah.
What does he do now?
Up until today, I'm not sure if he was fired or not, but he was Senior VP of Publishing Strategy and Support Services at DC.
Sounds important.
Yeah. He's a big muckety muck. Back when I got in trouble for trying to sell an appearance in Injustice on eBay, it was him and Jim that gave me a call.
What? An appearance? Oh.
Yeah, I tried to auction off an appearance and, hey, would you like to be an Injustice?
Oh, I see.
That's so bad. Why did you try?
Did it start getting like bids and stuff?
It was, yeah, it did. And because Bleeding Cool did an article about it, and then Jim and Hank gave me a call. Yeah, you can't do that. All right, sorry. Back to this very, very depressing article. But we are now getting a better shape as to what DC Comics will be looking like going forward, because as to whether Jim Lee remains as COO and publisher, I am told that he will be transitioning out of that role with current executive editor of Global Publishing Initiatives and Digital Strategy at DC Comics, Mary Javins, and vice president and executive editor, DC Children's Young Adult, Michelle Wells, promoted, effectively running publishing and reporting to Jim for now. Well, then what's Jim's role going to be? But I have also been told that Eddie Choi, executive assistant to Jim Lee, forever, by the way, Sandy Resnick, international publishing, ad sales, and custom creative studio, and Sarah Haskell, marketing director, are out, as are Michael Schelling, director of publicity publishing at DC, Jonah Weiland, VP of marketing and creative services, and Jim Sokolowski, VP comic book specialty and newsstand sales, have also been laid off. So let's see. Publicity, marketing, creative services, international publishing, young adult. No. She's being bumped up. Publishing strategy, publishing initiatives, digital strategy. This sounds like what's it called? When you're cleaning up redundancies, because I'm fairly certain Warner Brothers probably has all of that stuff already covered in other people that work for Warner Brothers. And so if there isn't enough work during this pandemic for multiple people to be doing the same job, I mean, geez Louise, they cut 650 people at Warner Brothers. So
wow. Looks
like DC got some of that. Again, none of these dismissals or appointments have been officially confirmed by DC or Warner's, although multiply sourced. I don't know if that's correct. And DC Comics continues to not comment. There are likely to be errors, and changing statuses will not have been reflected either. I've done my best to investigate, blah, blah, blah. I am told that these layoffs will have an immediate effect on the publication of DC Comics monthly titles, and I am to expect a rapid reduction of titles. If you thought DC Comics published an unhealthy percentage of Batman books, you ain't seen nothing yet. All right, I don't need to read the rest of
Are
that.
they going to start licensing out the characters?
There's no information to that information. Man, that clicking and beeping on the stream was freaking me out. I thought I had a mouse in here. No. That's just Gary clicking and beeping.
Beep, click, click, beep.
What's that clicking? What is that clicking noise, Gary?
I don't know. My jaw.
How many people worked at DC when you drew for them? I only drew for them 2 years ago. What the total number of people working there is, I have no idea. So, yeah, hard to say. Look, the same thing happened to. This just happens when a larger corporation sort of takes over a smaller corporation. That's why IDW became a thing. You know that, right?
What were they originally?
IDW was Ted Adams, Chris Aprisco, Chris Ryall, and Alex Garner. They were at Wildstorm, and DC came in and bought Wildstorm. They were the creative services hub of Wildstorm. They were doing the card games. They were doing the licensed material. They were doing any kind of other tertiary artwork projects. I did a lot of work for those guys. And when DC came in and bought Wildstorm, they're like, thanks, but we have a creative services department, so we don't need a second one. And so those guys, just that entire office, just picked up, moved to PB, plopped down, started Idea and Design Works, where they were farming, again, the same thing, card game stuff. They were using all the contacts that they already had. They were advertising out to get more, and they were doing artwork for hire. They were doing projects for different companies, like card game companies and all this kind of stuff. And then I don't remember, it was like a year or two later, they started doing comics, and the first comic was 30 Days of Night. I actually remember going to Comic-Con when Idea and Design Works, as it used to be called, they had their booth for their site, and Chris Aprisco was showing me the pages for 30 Days of Night, like before it came out. But that's how far back it goes. And then, they started doing more and more comic stuff. They ended up getting some bigger licenses like Transformers, and it really just kind of took off for them. And they had some pretty good Hollywood connections because, 30 Days of Night was a pretty successful film.
They're not doing so good now, though.
I don't think they're doing well now. No, they got really woke. Although Chris is a socialist, like an out and out avowed, like, I'm leaving this country if George W. Bush gets reelected, and then he actually moved to Spain, socialist. So, and yeah, but he's not at IDW anymore, even though he's one of the founders. I don't know what that deal was. It was probably along the lines of, I want to leave America, buy me out. Miller is the DC killer. I don't think you can blame me for that at all. What are you talking about? Ray Thulu says IDW lost something like 8 million last year, if I recall correctly.
Wow.
That is no good. That is no good. Yeah, but I think this sucks for DC. I am not of the opinion that Marvel and DC should just shrivel up and die. I think they're very important to the sustenance of the industry that sustains us, right?
But haven't the numbers for their books just been plummeting?
Yeah, and no, up until the COVID thing, their actual sales numbers were kind of steady the last year or two. So they might have hit a bottom. I don't know. They've done so much to screw up their opportunity to really make comic books important again in the zeitgeist, but I don't know. Maybe they just need to trim down, lose some fat, get back in shape, get rid of some of this woke garbage that's just driving people away. And if they want to do woke crap, just create something different,
Yeah. Well, yeah, totally. I mean, if they wanted to do, I'm afraid of what's going to happen to the MCU. I wonder if they're starting to follow in the comics footsteps. I hope not, but it seems like they are.
Hold on a second.
Like Phase 5 seems like it's going to be very woke.
Oh, for MCU, yeah.
And that's sad to me, but what are you gonna do?
Well, Lorenzo Lamas is creating a conservative movie studio.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's a good start. We got to get him doing some, Lone Star and Titan projects.
Sweet. I saw Dean Cain on your show.
Yeah.
And just the way that he acts normally, I was thinking, man, he would be a good Captain Kirk. I mean, not like William Shatner is over the top, but he has that certain kind of cool vibe like that. I was thinking, oh man, that'd be so cool, but it never would happen.
I could see that. None of your business says needed a tax break. MCU? What? I don't understand. Bright Glory says, still my Superman. Speaking of Dean Cain, I do believe. Yeah, did you like that interview?
Yeah, it was cool.
Good times, huh? I'm starting to advertise it on Facebook today. Actually, it just got approved like before this show started, so I'm hoping it brings people to my channel. And let's see. I've reached 6 people. That can't be right. Let me refresh. Advertising. It says I've reached 6 people. 6 people. It's cost me a penny already. Jeez Louise, this advertising's terrible. Anyways. All right. So what are you up to, brother?
Just trying to get in gear for doing my next part of Titan. I want to get a lot of that done before I launch the Indiegogo campaign. But I'm right in the middle of fulfillment and dealing with the printer and stuff like that. That's why I asked you about printer.
Yeah.
Off.
Do you need a phone number or email or anything?
Well, I reached out to them and they said it takes them a little bit of time to respond. So,
okay. Alrighty. Boz says Antonio Sabato, not Lorenzo Lamas. I get him confused. And it's Antonio Sabato Jr., man. Junior. It's not his dad. Why do you say that? Yeah, I don't know. So what do you think about all those poor people that are going to lose their jobs, and they all live in a very expensive part of Los Angeles?
Well, probably. Oh man, that's terrible. The thing that's really awful about this whole thing that's happened is that all of Hollywood virtually has shut down, and everybody is looking for a job, and basically they're looking for a job in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, this is a nightmare. And the long-reaching effects of this are terrible. It's going to be worse than, I mean, I know that if people die, that's bad. But
yeah, generally.
So many more people are going to be affected by it that it's going to be worse than the actual disease or whatever, it could be. So I don't know, man. Seems like Disney could have to start selling off, Star Wars or something. They won't do that, but they'll have to start selling off stuff just like DC's doing right now.
Well, I mean, I don't think they've sold off anything.
I think they might need to.
I don't know who they would sell to. Everybody's hurting right now. I mean, it'd have to be like some Bitcoin billionaire or something.
Right, they could sell it to you.
Not me.
Aren't you a Bitcoin billionaire?
I'm a Bitcoin thousandaire.
100aire?
No. I've been, it's been doing all right. Bright Glory says sell to Amazon. That's actually a really good idea.
Sell what to Amazon?
DC Comics.
Yeah, well, I think, isn't it a good idea that they basically just license out the characters to people who have ideas, Like say you, for example, like, hey, I got an Injustice idea.
That would be fantastic because I do have an Injustice idea. But I don't know if they would. I don't know. Really, it's kind of up to AT&T, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although Warner Brothers, I don't know how many people work at Warner Brothers, but losing 650 people from Warner Brothers seems like it's going to be a heck of a paradigm shift. So I don't know what that's going to mean for a smaller department in there, and that's all it is. That's all DC is now, is a department in Warner Brothers, right? I mean, their offices are all on the Warner Brothers lots.
Right. Yeah.
So, someone was saying, they couldn't sell it because they'd have to, they'd sell the buildings and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's Warner Brothers, man. They just be like, get out. Larry David's going to take your studio or going to take your office.
Oh, they could sell it. There isn't.
No, it's all on the Warner Brothers lot. So they wouldn't sell it. I mean, they could lease it to production companies and stuff. That is something they do. I had I think Broken Road has a Warner Brothers lot office. So, yeah. Mike's Injustice. Superman is redeemed through the power of prayer. Yeah, that'll work. Oh man, I really, really wish that Warner Brothers would allow me to describe or at least read my
pitch.
Did you know that I did a pitch? I told you about that before, right?
I'm not sure. You've done several pitches.
No, but I got paid to write the pitch for Injustice 2.
Okay.
Like Warner Brothers hired me to write a pitch for Injustice 2, and I wrote it and they loved it, but they didn't use it. And I think in part it's because it was immediately following Injustice. Oh no, it wasn't immediately following Injustice 1. It was like 15 years later. That was my pitch. Was 15 years. It had elapsed. But and that's what they loved about it when I first mentioned it to them. But yeah, they didn't use it, and they won't let me talk about it. I'm still under NDA. So
for how long?
I don't know. I asked like a year ago. I was like, hey, can this NDA wrap up so I can talk about this thing? And I had a really big comic book YouTuber who was going to do a exclusive story on it. But
bro, I want my stuff back.
Force Ghost says that John Romita Jr. lost his fastball. His latest work is just sad. Did something happen to him? He's lost his mojo?
I have no idea.
I like John Romita Jr.
I do too. Let's look it up. What's he working on now?
I don't know, but I just read that chat. So and it caught my eye.
What is his was it the Superman stuff? I mean, this does not bowl me over.
Wait, what do you look at? How do I get up there?
I just think that's an issue of being suited to a project, right?
Yeah.
I don't think JR is suited to something like Superman. I think, something like this. Is that Martha Washington? That's Frank Miller though. That's not JR.
Yeah,
That's Frank
cool.
Miller. Why is it showing Frank Miller stuff?
I'm looking at.
Yeah, this is just it's. I don't think it's appropriate for his style.
Yeah, I think he's really good with movement, and it has like a Kirby, like a modern Kirby kind of feel.
All right, this I hated.
No, not back then. Not back then.
No, that's trash.
Oh, back in the 80s or 90s, not so good. Well, he did that. Weapon, was it called Weapon X, or something like that? That it was all Wolverine. I think that's it with Elektra down there.
Yeah.
He did like this whole graphic novel or something, and it was really cool.
Wolverine and Elektra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
His Daredevil was great too.
I didn't really like the inks on it. Was that Al Williamson or something inked him? I like when Klaus Janson inks him.
That's cool.
Like, yeah, his movements and stuff like that are amazing. I loved him on Spider-Man. I guess right before he left Spider-Man, that run he did, it was really good.
Yeah, I hated him when he came on X-Men. Oh my god,
I did too. And who was that? Like Dan Green or something was inking him. It just didn't look good.
It was terrible. Yeah, Baz, I'm with you, man. When he replaced Paul Smith, 176.
Oh, Paul Smith
77
was so
my
good.
last episode. I got that one. What was it 175, and then 176 was my. I was like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
175 was that episode where it's like Paul Smith did most of it, and then JR did the last part.
Right, it's like it did this complete flip right in the middle of the book.
And I'm like, oh, kill me now. Of course, I'm such a hypocrite because I did follow Paul Smith onto the Falcon, but I didn't follow him onto Doctor Strange.
Oh, I loved him on Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange had no appeal for me whatsoever.
Yeah, I loved that.
Yeah.
It was like he was made to do Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
It was great.
I'd go back and I'd look at it now, and I'm sure I would change my mind because I like Doctor Strange more now than I did when I was a kid. But boy, Paul Smith, just such a fluid, graceful artist. So great. He came to my wedding.
Yeah, I knew that.
I like talking about that.
That's cool.
Mike won't let that kind of crap happen with his comic company. Well, if that percentage of people got fired from my comic company, I'd be fired from my comic company. Can you buy or acquire DC Comics? Give my Bitcoin a few more decades, and I'll let you know. I don't think
crazy.
I don't think right now. That ATT is just kind of timid. What? I don't know what that means. He was perfect for Iron Man or Punisher, John Romita Jr.
Yeah, it was great on Iron Man with Bob Layton.
Iron Man.
Back in those days, man.
Yeah,
sick.
Bob. I was thinking about asking Bob to do an alternate cover for Lone Star 3.
Really?
Because, classic 80s. He's still got the chops, man.
He does, man. It's like, I've seen some of his stuff. It's like, man, he doesn't look like he's changed at all. His style. I mean, it's just like clean.
Yeah. Super
Amazing.
nice guy, too. Have you ever met him?
No, never have.
Yeah, he's super nice, super friendly. He actually tells a story about, I think it was in the 80s. Marvel was going to be, because Marvel used to just keep all the artwork.
Yeah.
Well, they were going to pulp essentially an entire storeroom.
Oh, I've heard this story.
Yeah, I told you.
And he went. Did you tell it?
Yeah. He somebody that worked at Marvel let him and a friend in, and they stole all the artwork, took it back to his apartment, and started contacting all the artists to get them their art back. Yeah,
that's cool.
Pretty epic. So I
wonder how much got wrecked though before they got there.
I don't know. You know about what's his face? Spider-Man artist?
Steve Ditko. Yeah, he used to use it to cut other
cutting boards.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Steve Ditko used to use his original Spider-Man pages as cutting boards for like doing Zipatone and whatever. Until I don't know if it was a Wizard or a Heroes. It was back then. There was a few magazines, and so one of the magazines was doing an article on Ditko. So they went and did the interview, and they're sitting there and they're doing the interview and they're talking about all this stuff. And the guy looks over and he's like, "Yeah, here's my desk. That's what I'm working on." And he sees this just stack of Bristol boards, stack of paper. And he's like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Oh, that's just the paper I use for cutting boards." And the guy goes over and he looks at it, he flips it over, and it's original Spider-Man pages. He's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I don't want to be known for that stuff."
Oh my goodness.
Every single one of those pages today would probably sell for $100,000.
Oh man. That's crazy.
Yeah, and so after the article ran, I guess he was like a real recluse, right? He didn't, but everybody who used to know him like called him and they're like, "Are you out of your mind?" So I guess he probably pulled those out and I don't know, sent him to Heritage. I don't know what happened to him. I know I've seen a bunch of those pages out on the market though. So
did you know that like the hand gestures, like for Spider-Man, like how he puts his two kind of middle fingers together and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
He was just doing his own hand gesture. Like that's what Steve Ditko did. Like his mannerism, like he would hold his hands in, not that, but you know how like they're all extended, but then like don't do it like you're shooting a web. You know what I mean? And he would put like the two middle ones together, and then the index and the pinky would go apart. But don't shoot a web. Put all your fingers straight out.
I don't have a web.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do it like you're going to, like that. That's his mannerisms. He would talk like that. When he would be talking to people, he'd put his two fingers together. So when you see the drawings like in Spider-Man or even any Ditko stuff, they always do that with their hands. Have you noticed that?
No.
They always seem strange.
This is the Burn one.
Doesn't he do the pinky?
Like this?
Well, he puts all three.
Burn does like this all the time.
I thought he did the pinky loose.
And then he does this other one like this. Wait. Maybe I'm doing the wrong angle. This one, like where it's like the four fingers like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't know.
Steve Ditko, original metalhead. Steve Ditko, the what's it called? Objectivist, Ayn Rand acolyte. Why are you so mean, Mike? I'm just doing what comes naturally, baby. Mike's got new mannerisms. He does now. He liked that. Ha 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 ha. Pre-launch. I don't know what that means. Pre-launch. You got anything selling right now?
What do you mean?
Do you have anything live? Any campaigns open?
Yeah. Well, I have I started a Kickstarter for a Goth and Ugly sketchbook.
Uh-huh.
And I sold one, but it fulfilled the campaign. It's gonna end like in a day or two. And I guess
no, you sold 3.
3? Oh,
3.
that's news.
And you've
That's
got 3 days to go.
3 and 3.
You can do a $100 goal on Kickstarter? I thought 500 was the base minimum.
So did I, and I just threw a number in there and to see if you could do it, and it worked. But anyways, I did this on Indiegogo, so it's fully funded over there.
Right.
So that's going on, and Titan is still in demand on Indiegogo. We're almost at 30K, dude.
What?
Yeah, we're close.
Shut the front door.
Not even kidding you. So that's like 10K more than Packins Land.
Wait, this is... Oh, you're talking about Titan.
Yeah, Titan. I'm sorry.
You're talking about your ugly sketchbook.
No. The ugly sketchbook's only got 1. But it's enough to make it.
Backers. You got 18 backers for $1,098 plus your 100 and whatever, 138 on the other one.
Right.
You're good to go, man.
I know. Rock and roll.
Titan.
Oh,
Look
watch the video on it.
Okay. Except there's no audio.
I know, it doesn't matter.
I mean, there's no audio on mine.
Is that sick or what?
Wow.
Captain Hiltz did that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty sweet. That's it. That's the video.
Sweet. Wow, $29,279. That's not too shabby, Mr. Shepard.
It isn't. The shabbiness is not there for this.
You know, if you were here yesterday, you could have done Doug TeNaples' video, but you weren't here, and so
What do
he's
you
like,
mean?
I'll just do it to myself. I'm talking to Elijah.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Doug contacted me yesterday. He's like, hey, how much would Elijah charge me to do a video? And I'm like, oh, he's not here today. And then later he's like, I'll just do it myself then.
Yeah, he's launching Wednesday, right?
Yeah. Yep.
On Kickstarter.
I do think so. Yeah, let me go to Maga 7, see where we're at. You know, man. We are at $33,977 with 692 backers. That's on this here Indiegogo platform where I'm still shadow banned.
Yeah, what's that all about?
What is that all about? Still haven't figured it out for sure. And they still won't tell me. They won't.
Have they talked with you at all?
Nope. Look, I've got 10 out of the second pile of Dean Cain covers sold. So that's 35 I've sold of those. Nice. These are sold out. Being the book behind Trump, I need to start drawing these people in.
So you're going to erase Dean Cain's face and put theirs?
No. I'm going to put different people's faces up here where the question marks are.
Oh, okay. It's really small on my screen.
Yeah. Here we go with the Bob Newhart stuff again.
Da-da-da. He didn't have a drum.
This Gary project scares me. Gary, are you okay?
This Gary project scares you?
Gary's scary project.
Oh, and now they're asking if I'm okay? Who says that? Rhaegar Targaryen?
Yeah.
I've always been this way. It's just now there's a sketchbook to prove it.
There you go.
It's cool too. There's a little stories in it. So it's fun. So if you guys want to, when I get the proof, I'll show it on my channel. I'll do like an unboxing. I'll show some of the little stories. It's like there's a picture and then I do like a little story about the picture underneath. Mm-hmm. It's not like a comic or anything. But I did them years ago and I've always wanted to make it into a sketchbook. And so the opportunity showed itself this year. And we did it. Oh, here's something else I'm doing. I'm doing a collaboration. It's called Collaborations with or whatever. I do it kind of like a show channel, and people like it's been mostly just the fans have been drawing things like in pencil, and then I print them out on my paper and I ink them.
Yeah,
and they've been pretty cool. But I was going to ask you, or I don't want to do it. I should probably ask you live because then it puts you on the spot, and then you'll look like this guy who doesn't like to help people. And I know that you would say yes anyways, but do you want to? Do you have
old Meg page?
Do you have Do you have any pencils?
I've got a ton of pencils, dude.
Then
Scan all my pencils. I'll send you some blue lines to a cover or something.
All right, cool.
Nick P. Is it the Principetto?
I
Can
have
I
no
be part
idea.
of the Magnificent Seven? The Magnificent Seven. Do whatever you want, but the Magnificent Seven. You know.
Can I? What is he saying?
Can I be part of the Magnificent Seven? You can, for $200, have yourself drawn into the back of the book of Magnificent Seven on the final page where he's giving his thank you speech. It's the best speech ever. There's never been a more tremendous speech by a sitting president. You're gonna love it.
Are you going to have Donald Trump come on the show?
Hold on a second.
That would be crazy.
It's gonna be the greatest speech of all time. This comic book is so tremendous. It's amazing. It is the most tremendously amazing book you've ever seen. Everybody bag it now. God bless America.
Where did you get that?
Grocery outlet.
Nice.
Grocery outlet, bargain mart.
So yeah, I'm doing this collaboration, and I'm going to put it together in a sketchbook. And so I'm getting other people, and I'm going to put the pencils on one side, so it'll open up like a double page splash. So pencils on one side, and then my inks over those, showing how I can destroy the best piece of artwork.
That sounds fantastic, Gary.
No, it's been pretty fun.
Would you like me to send you the pencils for this page?
No. Which page? I'm looking at YouTube. It's slow. Let me go back. For that one?
Has anyone in the chat not yet bit the bullet and gotten Magnificent Seven? Is anyone waiting for some other opportune time to get this magnum opus, this wonder of the world, the Magnificent Seven? If not, links in the description. I think should be.
Do it
now. Do it.
I'd rather do like either Lone Star or something like that.
Either Lone Star, do it, or something like that.
Or something like that.
All right, that's fine. I'll find something for you there, buddy.
Because
shoot!
What?
I told Eric I was gonna scan this in today, and I totally freaking flaked.
The Nino?
Wait. I've still got 40 minutes before the day is over. I gotta scan in his his character.
The Nina's Tausker?
Yeah, the Towski. He needs it for a trading card, I guess.
Did he draw that or did you? Oh no, you're scanning it, so you did it.
Yeah, I did it for the drawn and quartered. Should we do DCeased tomorrow for drawn and quartered?
What does that even mean?
That's drawing a DC character as a zombie.
I don't know. I heard who was that? Someone said, I'm really tired. Your daughter said you were going to do Avatar.
Yeah, but then she's got college group at church tomorrow night, and so she doesn't want us doing Avatar when she's not here.
Because she's gonna do it too, right? Or she wants to do it.
She wants to do. She loves Aang and the crew.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, not
It's awesome.
all of it, most of it.
Oh, that's really good, man.
It is.
They should have M. Night Shyamalan do a movie. I'm just kidding. He wrecked it.
Frogs are not gay, but they can change gender. Well, that's why they're Ethan's spirit animal. Oh, we don't want to go there. DCeased. Bright glory. Victor, please don't say that. That is sacrilegious, and we don't do sacrilege here. Thank you very much. Blackest Night would be great. Well, isn't Blackest Night just like the Black Lanterns with? Do they get all zombified? I forget, man. It's been a minute. I kind of like DCeased. No, Blacklist universe, aren't Black Lanterns also zombies? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So what time do you do it?
7 Pacific Standard Time.
Specific?
Specifically.
All right, so that makes it 9.
You know, Gary, you did it like every day for a year and a half.
Well, I thought you changed
every week for a year and a half.
I changed the time or something.
I changed the day. I didn't change the time.
Oh, okay. My bad. So I have to, if I'm allowed, I have to bring my A game.
Who's gonna keep you out?
I don't know. The fan edition.
What? Have you been going on the fan edition, Gary?
No, I just saw when I first came on, Mayor McCheese said, send Gary to the fan edition. Oh, you got a super chat.
I did.
It said, send Gary to the fan edition.
Is it Mecha McCheese?
Is it Mecca or Mayor? I don't know.
I don't see it.
It was at the beginning.
What?
It was way when I first came on.
Really?
There it is. Yeah, it says for $1.99, send Gary to Aloha Hour Fan Edition, which I don't know what that is. But
Well, this is the Aloha Hour. Aloha, Gary.
I didn't even know the fan edition was still around.
Well,
apparently it is.
It is.
You
know what they call it, Gary? You know what they have the cojones to call the fan edition now?
Was it like Superior Edition or something? Is that what it was?
Close. The ultimate.
Yeah, I remember back when they were doing that. I was there.
What are they even thinking?
I don't know.
Should I invite Mecca on so he can tell you to go to the fan edition?
So he can heckle me?
Yeah. Mecca heckled?
It's not Mecca, it was Mayor. Let me look.
Was it jalapeno milk?
No, it was
because that is
I'm scrolling back.
Mayor McCheese.
Yeah. Man, where is that?
Jalapeno milk says DCeased would be really cool and slightly tasteless.
Hey, there's a person that won a piece of artwork a long time ago, and his name was, I think it's Peter Mike or something like that.
Peter Mike? Yeah.
Yeah, and he sent me an email saying that he won, but he never gave me his address, and I keep writing him, and he's not answering me, and it's been like forever.
Huh.
So if he's here or sees this, Peter Mike, I need your address, bro.
You know, I don't remember the last time I've seen Peter Mike.
Did he change his name?
I don't have an answer for you.
Okay. How come there are so many people that have the same name of like Mayor McCheese, Mecca McCheese?
That's all the same person.
It's all the same guy? Okay. Yeah. My bad. Now, is that Nick P that we know?
Is it what?
Is that the Nick P that I know? Nick P in the chat? It looks like he has a different avatar.
I don't know, unless that might be a different Nick P. It's entirely possible. I don't know if it's entirely plausible, but it's possible.
I don't...
Do.
So where's Edwin?
Edwin is in Hawaii. He's a different P. Okay, that makes sense. Because yeah, you were asking questions like you weren't Nick P.
You were like Nick P who got
Here
amnesia.
you are, being a different Nick P. We'll call you. No, never mind. Victor says I put my Lone Star PDF that Peter Mike was one of Jalapeno Milk's alts.
So is Jalapeno Milk Peter Mike?
No, he's Mecca McMayer.
Oh. My bad.
Aloha.
Drop the receipts.
Drop the receipts.
I Miss Edwin says.
Oh, I thought you were saying that because Mecca came in. You're like, I miss Edwin.
I do.
Edwin left some mighty big shoes to fill.
And Mecca to the Edwin.
Speaking of which, you need a Edwin for D&Q.
I do need an Edwin for D&Q.
Yes.
I do. I don't know who to get.
Get EVS.
Wah, wah, wah.
You think he would do it?
No.
Please.
He might.
Yes, it is I, the mayor. Mecca cheese.
Mecca. You know who we should get is Michael Oxmall.
Mike Oxmall to host D&Q.
I don't know who that is.
He's quite a character.
He is a character. Ethan's convinced it's me. All I have to say about that is drop the receipts. I've been working.
And you're like, what's happening? What is happening? Mayor McOxmall.
That's right.
All right. While I'm streaming, while I'm here, I'll make the offer again. As long as I am live, if you buy anything on the campaign of MAGA Magnificent 7, I will send you the PDF post haste. It is not the final PDF. You will get the final PDF as well. But you can get a digital copy, pick a cover, buy all the covers for $30 for the troops. Kate cover, Dean cover, get in the book, whatever. Anything you want. You see how I cleaned it up? There's only a handful of things you can buy now. Isn't that nice? Much less headache. And yeah, so do that, and I will send you the PDF so you can read it right away. Mecca, did you get a PDF?
I don't read spoilers, so
That's not a spoiler. It's the story.
yeah, I know, but without having the physical, it's a spoiler.
He doesn't even read it in a physical because it's a spoiler.
Sometimes I buy books, I don't even read them.
Because of the spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Like
So you
Titan,
guys-
still not reading that
You're
one.
waiting for the movie.
Wait.
So you guys heard it here. As long as Mike is alive, he will send you a digital
That's
version.
not what I said at all. We're so
is-
look at that. We are
that is-
$23 away from 34,000. And once I get to 34,000, then I just need to get to 35,000.
Exactly. That's how it
Right.
works.
And then we will do. I don't know. I've gotten a number of people say I should do a Dean Cain trading card stretch goal, but what do you guys think?
You don't have a Dean Cain stretch goal yet?
You need a Joe Biden scratch and sniff cover.
No.
I would definitely do a Dean Cain card.
A Dean Cain. You would?
Oh yeah, if you don't have one.
I've got the we've got the where is it on the updates?
You have a cover, right?
I've got the amphibious bulk, right?
Yeah.
Is that Elia Fernandez?
Yeah, I've got the Elliot Fernandez sticker sheet, which was the first stretch goal. I've got the Elliot Fernandez Amphibious Bulk trading card, and then I've got the Kelsey Shannon El Rushbow trading card. Junkyard Dunn wants a Bombshell card. Hey now.
Tommy Lauren.
Tommy Lauren. Well, she doesn't have her own unique character, so I could do Gun Girl, but I don't know. Dean Cain I'd probably want to do first because look, man, he's sold 35 of these covers. Dean Cain as Clark Kent, reporter for an ever-shrinking mainstream press. Kent Clark. My name is Kent Clark.
I've forgotten where I am trading card with Joe Biden.
Anybody want to rub the hairs on my leg card?
They turned gold in the sun.
Gary, you following any of this political stuff?
I hear stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that it's absolutely
Hooey.
ridiculous.
Mm.
But I have to be careful because I don't want to get entrenched in anger. So I have to kind of hold on loose.
I know.
You know what I mean?
You wouldn't like Gary when he's angry.
I become worse than the amphibious bulk.
You mean like fat and green?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to see that at all. Yeah, so Edwin's busy with political stuff, man. That's why he's not here. His I don't know if I think his wife is running for something, but he's like the head communications and media director or something like along those lines for the Hawaiian Republican Party.
And so he's not allowed to do live streams, or
He's
he
not
just
having
so
time
busy.
for it. He was on Saturday. He came on
Oh.
God Squad for Saturday
Oh, okay.
on the other channel. Freaking stupid cat! Did you guys see that?
Did it just jump on your head?
No, he was sitting on her shoulder and fell down.
No.
Did she get scratched?
I don't know. Baron Jack Stafford says, I won a Gary Shipman piece, got it in great shape, and wanted to say thank you again.
Man, Gary hasn't even been on the Friday night auctions recently.
You are
Gary?
welcome.
No, Gary does his own little auctions. He doesn't like hanging out with us anymore.
Oh.
I like hanging out with you,
Yeah, whatever.
but lately on my stream, Nighthawk Warrior, he might be here in the chat,
He
has
is.
been doing the countdown, and
Uh-huh.
he's made it to where my auctions take longer than yours, Mike.
Do you have one of these? I didn't want to go all the way down to 0. I didn't want to waste your time.
That was good. Do you use that?
No.
No, you just
Okay, folks, let's start the countdown.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, we just use this one.
Okay, folks, let's start the countdown.
And we use this one a lot.
And the siege was broken.
Is that the siege was broken?
Yeah.
Oh, get Siege to host. That'd be good.
Siege is drawing.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I got a commission from her.
yeah. What is happening? Is this real life? I didn't hit the wrong button. I was showing him the countdown. I did.
We're auctioning off this piece.
I cut it off a couple seconds early to save you guys those 2 precious seconds of life.
What if you turn Joe Biden's leg hair into like a villain trading card?
No.
Could be like Swamp Thing, but made of Joe Biden's hair. That turns gold in the sun.
Yeah.
It's guy love between two guys.
Sorry, that was. I get requests on this channel. People want to hear it, man.
Where do you find these things, and how do you play them?
In your, do you pay for your account?
It's through
The professional account?
Duckstream.
Yeah, Duckstream.
Duckstream.
StreamYard, yeah.
No, I do it through OBS.
So you don't use StreamYard?
No.
Do you still have that robot talking for you?
I think you can do stuff like that with OBS. No?
Probably. I just don't know how to do it.
Probably. Mike, will there be a lion, dog, face, pony soldier in the book? That's actually a great idea. Jeez, there's so much content. I could do it. I could just do Magnificent 7 books all the time. Forget this Blacklist universe malarkey. Forget my 15-year plan for a comic book universe. I'm just going to do political comics from now on.
You have an audience.
I do. It's 680 people, 692 people. Let's see.
And that's just the ones that know about it.
Yeah, it's just going to grow. Election after election.
It's too bad Mark Dice never saw it. That dude would have.
I know, man. The heck? How do I get a hold of it?
He had a really good video on Jim Acosta today. This kind of stuff's right up his alley.
Oh my gosh, the Jim Acosta video was so funny.
It was good. So you should do a comic with Mark Dice.
I told him, that's what I responded to that video. I was like, dude, I'm crying laughing. If you ever want to do a comic book, I'll draw it. Just let me know.
I think he's done a live stream once in a while. I want to save up the super chat pennies for that one.
Yes. Everyone needs to super chat Tim Pool about MAGA 7.
Oh yeah. He retweeted George with his "You went black."
Nutty Wolf said, I thought that Mike had triggered the rapture. What are you talking? You mean with this? I thought you might want to see the how it ends. I cut it off early last time, and I know you're like, how does that end? And so I let it play all the way through for you, Gary.
I appreciate that, because I was like, how does that end?
Right.
Now there's no spoilers.
No spoilers. Sorry. Now you've seen the whole thing.
You know what? I take that back. I don't think you could have done MAGA 7 with Mitt Romney presidency. That would have just been horrible.
Hey, you want to hear something about Mitt Romney?
No. Romster.
About him. It's just that one of my wife's friends. Well, I guess technically he's my friend too. But her good friends, her husband is the guy that built that house in La Jolla that Mitt Romney got all that crap for because it had elevators for his cars. The architect that built that house is a friend of mine. So that's my funny Mitt Romney story. Anyways.
I don't know if you could do a comic based on that though.
No, because he's not funny.
He's not. Trump, his soundbite today was, "Do I look rattled?" Did you see that?
Oh, about the shooting at the end.
Yeah. Someone's like, "Are you rattled?" He's like, "Do I look rattled?"
Gary,
what?
Can you and Mecca take over for a minute?
Take over.
Or I could just play the countdown again while I go get it.
No, we got it.
Okay.
So, Gary, I see you haven't gone to the fan edition.
Do I look rattled?
I tried for years. It's a funny story. You might not believe me, but before I started the Mayor McCheese account, I made a bet with somebody. I said, I bet you that I could get Gary Shipman to draw me a Mayor McCheese. And it took 6 months of planning, but I finally got it.
Excellent. Who was the bet with?
Oh, old friend of mine, old Army buddy.
Nice.
We make ridiculous bets with each other.
Well, shoot for the moon is what I say.
Yeah, it's an excellent drawing. You know, maybe I'll have to go on your collab stream and pencil out a McCheese for you to ink.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Pencil it up, brother.
Oh, you got it.
I'm starting to think the countdown would have been more entertaining.
Did the chat die on us?
All right, so Mecca, you're like really loud, and Gary, you're really quiet.
There's nothing. But
I'm on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have my awesome mic.
Mecca literally has the mic right up his nose.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm in bed.
Never mind then.
I'm an old man.
Apparently doesn't like my countdown. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm trying to. My Mike is the most boring YouTuber on the platform shtick. So
you're shooting for that? Is that what you said?
Yeah. You know.
Oh, I got you covered.
I think you're crushing it.
Crushing you in boredom? In boring?
No, you're crushing that goal.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Gary.
Sorry, my mic isn't very loud.
Yeah. So
can I adjust it?
Other than the complete implosion of DC Comics today, anything else happening in the wonderful world of comic books that I should know about?
Titan is awesome.
Titan. Well, here, let's get a refresh and see if anybody purchased my book. And then nope. All right, let's go. Titan, Mouse of Might, $29,279. Well, 372 backos. Can we get a few more of those backos over on Titan? That'd be great. Just don't say anything. Look in the chat. Smile, but be silent.
What'd you think of Victor's appearance on the live stream the other night? Interesting fella, isn't he?
Yeah, wasn't as funny as he was on the other show.
I think he was just starstruck to actually be on a stream with you.
No, he's... Oh. Is that the first time he was on a stream with me?
I think so.
Nah, Victor doesn't get starstruck.
Well, he hasn't called me daddy again, so...
Daddy?
Who is your daddy?
Juan Del Diablo says, I stopped caring about comics. Oh, man. We're trying to do the opposite here. Look at this book. Gary, tell him why he has to be excited about Titan.
Because it's amazing.
It's about a rat.
It's about a rat who's not a rat. He's a mouse.
Oh, he's a mouse. So.
Yeah, that's where that mouse...
What's the difference between a mouse and a rat?
Not much.
About 4 inches.
Yeah, about that. It's an incredible story.
Oh, you might...
With intrigue and wonder.
I want to know who made those boots for him.
That and many other questions will be answered in Titan, Mouse of Might.
When's Titan 2 coming?
Wait a minute. Forward by Earthworm Jim creator Doug Tenaple.
Yes, indeed. It's a wonderful forward as well. It made me cry.
And a reverse word from Mayor McCheese.
You write like on the UPC symbol on the back?
No, I use a mirror to write it, and then you have to get a mirror to read it.
I think you can.
And it says go to the fan edition.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out.
Look at this beautiful book by this great man, Gary Shipman.
Would you call this a master class in inking?
Good night, Breck Lori.
Would I or would someone else?
Would you?
I don't know. I think that I have taken some steps with my skill level over the years. I'm constantly learning stuff. I think it's being exposed to everybody else, you know, like everybody's incredible with their inking and stuff. And I think it's just you sort of pick things up from people and start pushing it and trying to do better. I think it is probably the best comic book that I've ever done. In fact, I know it is. It's the best comic I've ever done. And I've learned a lot over the years. So I think that, what's that, Mike?
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you. Go on.
But what were you saying? It sounded
I was saying,
important.
oh, look at that. You've
The
got
book's in black and white, isn't it?
bookmarked by different artists.
Actually, that was the bookmarks were. We did a fan kind of contest, and there was actually a 3-way tie for first place. And so I took the 3 winners and made 3 different bookmarks with their stuff, and then you flip it over, and it's a triptych puzzle of a cover. So it's kind of fun.
Sounds like a very difficult puzzle to put together.
It's hard, but I think with some help, Mike, you'd be able to do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you selling original pages too?
Yes, I am selling original pages.
Wonderful. How's it going? How are your auctions going, Gary?
They're going good. They're going good, Mike.
Don't let on any more than you have to.
Excuse me?
I said, don't let on any more than you have to.
What does that mean?
That means,
Were you being facetious?
yes.
You want me to say more about it? The auctions are going great. They're doing really well in a very wonderful way.
Excellent. What is uwu?
What is what?
We all have to uwu for Corona-chan. What is that?
That's just like it's like an emoji where you have the anime eyes and the quibbly mouth.
Oh.
Ooh.
Boy, I remember way back. It was like 1997 was the first time I ever saw the first emoji with the just the 2 dots in the bracket, and I'm like, why are you putting that up there? And they're like, it's a sideways face. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't hear the term emoji for like a decade after
I kept wondering what XD was.
that.
It took me years to figure that out.
All right.
There is a Titan 2, isn't there?
Yes, actually, I have the pre-launch page is up
No way.
for Titan 2 because I already started working on pages. I have one page completely done, and it's so sick that it makes me want to hurl.
Shoot, you know what? I should put the pre-launch page for Lone Star 2 up because I said I was going to launch it by September.
Lone Star 3?
3.
Have you started any of it?
I'm 10 pages in.
Dude, you have more done than me, and I already have a pre-launch page.
Yeah, I just didn't want to do it until after we did the secret project, but
Is that still a secret?
Still a secret. Yep.
When is it going to be revealed?
A secret.
Tomorrow.
I need to talk to him because we do need to get that going. He wants it all completely done before we launch, but there was some issues that had to be dealt with, and so I got to get back on it, and I got to get it done. I've got I'm 20 pages in, so I got another 28 pages to go on that.
Wow. You
You're.
are a machine.
Am I?
Yes.
Am I a flesh machine?
No, a micro machine.
Ooh, my elbow's messed up. This machine's got a jacked up elbow. I don't know.
Is that where you use the rubber band
No, I just have a rubber band.
to help?
Hey, should I do Pride is a Sin bracelets?
What would like Testify is doing?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Let's testify.
He's got this. They've
Yeah,
got this Lance Armstrong bracelet thing going on.
Oh. Like what would Lance Armstrong do?
Yeah, but it's what would Testify do?
Oh. Okay.
It's just been funny how they've been marketing
Is it doing
it
well?
everywhere. Like they had a Vampirella cover with a yellow wristband on it.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
George Getz
That's
did
all
that.
it was the yellow wristband.
Yeah.
What do you call it? An in-depth breaking down of the characters and stuff. I mean, it's been 2 years since it came out. Since what came out? Lone Star? Lone Star. It's been 2 years since the first campaign. Like the first campaign, I think ended about now 2 years ago.
And it was a love story.
P Money, I think, really wants me to do the bracelets.
Those guys have had the best marketing campaign I've ever seen.
How's it doing? Let's look it up.
You know, I gotta admire
I
them.
don't know
You
what
know,
you're talking about, so
It's
yeah,
not-
look it up.
We'll show you.
just search Comicsgate.
Just search Explore and comics. Should come right up.
It's
Yeah.
like the number one thing.
Oh, it's not on the front page anymore.
No. How's Johnny Phantasm doing? I hear they are gonna try to catch up to Magnificent Seven. Butcher Cleaver. All right, so let's see. Comics Gate. There it is. What would Testify do? $700. Oh man. 764 backers for $700. All for a little rubber bracelet. That's great.
Are you kidding me?
You know, for guys that want to do crowdfunding, doing a small project like this to kind of get the ropes, not a bad idea.
Okay, I'm gonna do some.
Imagine if
Gary,
Detective Data did
Do the
this.
Pride is a Sin rubber bracelet, and I'll.
Indiegogo would delete your account.
Why?
You know, politics and all that.
Nothing political about saying Pride is a sin. It's
Is
not-
it going to be a rainbow colored bracelet?
Hey, I didn't even think about that.
That's
You're
a good idea. All right, hey,
Well, there's
you
Mike's
guys-
next campaign right there.
you guys,
$100,000 stretch goal.
you guys take over for me for a minute, okay?
All right, Gary.
I'll be right back.
We'll try to handle it. I don't know. What do you guys? I don't think Madonna was ever attractive. Am I alone in that? Like she was not cute.
That's correct.
I don't know. Like in the early 80s?
The only thing you could say about her is, you know, people know what leg warmers are because of her, I guess.
Leg warmers? No. They knew what leg warmers were from Olivia Newton-John and
Okay. Well, I was
what's
born
that?
in 87. What do I know?
Physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, Madonna was popular before you were born.
Oh, yeah. It was like a running joke in every army unit I was ever in that someone would go around during our field exercise and say that she had just died for some reason.
Madonna looks like she has a mustache to me. Yeah, I mean, let's just do a real quick. I hope nothing bad comes up.
I'm
Madonna.
back.
Hey, Gary's here.
I'm back, guys.
Did you go to the fan edition?
I did.
Oh, what's going on over there?
There's no one there.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, 1985. I didn't mean Madonna is 85.
I think she is.
I don't know. She's pretty old. But, well, yeah, I mean, she wasn't. I mean, she's not unattractive.
I've seen that girl at Hot Topic.
That's not really the best face. She looks like.
Boy George?
She looks like my yoga instructor.
Did you see the Boy George video with all the blackface in it?
No. Is it new or old?
No, it's from the 80s.
Was it Karma Chameleon?
No, not that one.
How about that? It looks like that Wonder Woman cover everyone's up in arms about. Oof.
Is that for real? That seems like a joke.
No, that's real.
Oh, you thought that was a joke? Hey, I like Boy George's new look.
Jeez.
I mean, it's better than this.
Oh, is that Madonna?
No, that's Boy George.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
That was my Bob Newhart.
Oh. Boy George going, look, I am a boy.
We gotta even this out with some Jennifer Connelly talk.
Oh, Jennifer Connelly talk.
Palate cleanser.
Who's Jennifer Connelly?
Jennifer Connelly.
Oh my! Now you done it.
Beautiful woman. Well,
I'm afraid to even.
She's almost as hot as Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, I know her. She was from Rocketeer.
that's right. That's right.
I just didn't know her
Young,
name.
she had these gigantic eyebrows, which I just love.
Just
Wasn't
perfect
she like in the
facial
Hulk
structure.
too?
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
More like this than the Hulk.
Yeah.
Aged like wine.
Yep. All right. That's good. She was in Battle Angel Alita. True. She was in
Yep, and
House of Sand and Fog.
what they did to her in Alita was so wrong.
What? She was in Battle.
Battle Angel Alita. Yeah, she played.
What?
She played what's his face's ex-wife.
Yeah, when they when she
That
ended
was-
up in the refrigerator, that's when I decided I hated that movie.
Am I thinking of a different movie?
Battle Angel Alita.
Isn't that the CGI girl?
Yeah.
That was kind of like it was sort of a good movie, right?
Yeah.
It was bad.
I don't remember that lady being in it. That actress.
Here. She looked like. Whoops, wrong screen.
Were they going to do like a sequel to that?
Like that.
I don't remember her in that movie at all.
Here.
Yep. Blank.
Yeah, she didn't look that good at the end of the movie.
Why? What did they put her in a refrigerator or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, just her brain and then her eyeballs were like shifting back and forth, side to side for some reason. Just single-handedly ruined the movie for me.
Why can't I find that image? Alita, fridge, eyeballs. No. What was Jennifer Connelly's character's name?
You probably find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I just get sketchy about searching things while I'm live. She literally got fridged.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, then, like her eyes kept like darting back and forth. Like you could tell her like terror through that. And it's like there's nothing we could do to help you. Just awful, absolutely awful.
Whenever I think of that movie, I also think of Wreck-It Ralph at the same time. The second one.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, and it seems like it's the same world.
What?
I almost got into a fist fight because of Wreck-It Ralph.
Because don't they like go into different like
Yeah.
franchises and stuff?
Yeah.
And doesn't Wreck-It Ralph
Yeah,
mix the
no.
internet?
It doesn't. Alita doesn't go into different franchises. What are you talking about?
Well, don't they have like which one was the one that had like
Ready Player One, you're probably thinking
I'm
of,
thinking of that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
which had a Gundam versus Mechagodzilla.
And then they had like Iron Giant. And
Yep.
that was cool. Man, they should do a live action Iron Giant. Well, not live action, but like CG.
Or like a sequel.
Well, maybe. I don't know. If they do a good job, yeah.
Superman. That was Vin Diesel voicing the Iron Giant.
He is one of the best voice actors.
I cannot find anything on this.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Was he also E.T.?
What?
What? No.
That was also a joke.
That was all done with puppets, man.
Yeah, Vin Diesel played the greatest voices throughout movies. He was Iron Giant, Groot, and E.T.
E.T. What?
Yeah.
Well, Spielberg did actually give Vin Diesel his first role in Saving Private Ryan. Interestingly enough.
Yeah.
I want to see
Why
Saving
you
Private
say
Ryan
it was
again.
E.T.? What are you talking?
Because they all kind of sound alike. It's just a joke.
E.T. I hate that movie.
You don't
I know,
even
it's
have
a terrible.
jokes. You have grandpa jokes. Stop.
Thank you, Sonny. I want to see Saving Private Ryan again.
You know, I saw that Greyhound movie. That was pretty good.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's like literally there's like one scene outside of the ocean and like it's straight to the point.
Wait, I have a question. Why is it costing me an additional $5 to ship to us? As in US?
Yes.
You mean additional on top of the cost of the book?
Because Mike likes to get paid.
That's the shipping cost. It costs about $4. Well, $3 to $4 to ship, and then it costs
50 cents
buck
for
or
the cardboard.
cardboard.
And then an extra $1 for the rainbow wristband.
Labels. It's not free. All that stuff isn't free. I mean, and honestly, $5 US is probably. Who else? What are you charging for shipping, Gary?
In a US, I charge $5.
$5. Nice.
It's free shipping on the digital
Yes.
Most Comicsgate guys charge $10 domestic shipping
for bags.
Really?
You
for
know, Ziplocs. What do you mean, Ziploc bags?
Those Ziplocs were expensive. They were the freezer bags.
They got the premium Ziplocs.
Premium freezer bags. It's got yellow and blue makes green, so you know it's airtight.
Without any oxygen, the acid will combine with the paper to give you an extra.
But it's waterproof.
Nick P, why are you using the Halo avatar? I never wanted a freezer burn on my comic.
It's understandable. It's understandable. Pocket Jacks does free shipping also with his comics. This is true. Pocket Jacks is also independently wealthy.
Well, you know, you could probably bundle the shipping price into the price of the comic book and be clever about it.
I could, but I wanted it to be, you know.
But what sounds better, $10 with $5 shipping or $15 with free shipping?
$10 with $5 shipping or $15.
That's what they do. But my
Free
son hates it on, and they do it on eBay in order because they don't charge you, or eBay doesn't charge the seller for shipping costs. They only charge for the selling cost, right?
Mhm.
So eBay hates it, but people will sell things for like 50 cents with like $20 shipping for like a $20 item. It's like,
When I launch my comic book, it's going to be $25 shipping and $5 for the actual book. Because the Indiegogo doesn't really differentiate the money you get for the book and the money you get for shipping, right?
no, they don't. It's a little crazy.
Also, international shipping to some places. I spent in the $80 range to ship a book, and I made a mistake.
Oof.
And I had to send or I forgot to sign the book. That's what it was. I told him that I said, send it back.
What?
Send it back. I think he ended up sending it back. Maybe he didn't.
Oh,
But I ended up paying shipping 3 times.
Oof.
I just totally lost so much money on that.
yeah,
It was nuts.
that's nuts.
So at some point, I almost feel like, is it even worth it? Because you make one little
To ship
mistake.
it back and forth 3 times, I'm going to say no.
Right. Well, even if I make a mistake, though, making the mistake one time is you've blown it. You've lost all your profits there.
All right, 1JB, if you're in the chat, I'm sending you your PDF, so do enjoy and thank you for your purchase. Does that put me over? Does that put me over?
Hey, if anybody wants a PDF from me,
Oh no!
I'll send you one. Go
Oh,
back to Titan.
Close to there. So much noise. Rhaegar says, reminds me of Pocket Jacks. What? What?
Oh, I think he means the name reminds him of the little toys you'd have as a kid.
Chiren death scene side by side comparison. Go to 223 YouTube. Go to 223 what?
Oh, he's saying search Chiren death scene side by side comparison.
Oh.
On YouTube for the video. And go to timestamp 223.
Death scene side.
So you could ruin my night.
Hey, P Money made a good point. He said, buy Titan Digital now, and Gary will send you the digital file.
Did he really?
He did. He really did.
Here we go.
Oh, lovely.
There she is. Beautiful hands.
That looks like Tim Burton.
I like how the eyes are moving around. Just ugh.
Why do they do that?
Just for you.
It's weird. So is she going to be in the sequel?
Yeah.
Is there a sequel?
Her brain, her eyes, those beautiful hands.
Are the hands in the next jar?
Yeah, they're right here.
Is that the hands? Oh, yeah, I see it now. But my screen's kind of small, sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. She's got lovely eyes, though.
Reminds me of Mars Attacks.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Wasn't that Tim Burton?
Oh, well. What are you doing, JoJo? You better have clothes on.
They did an anime of Battle Angel, Leah.
Oh, yeah.
I knew they had a manga. I didn't know they did an anime.
You just play it side by side.
Look at that.
Is it like a scene by scene?
I didn't watch the whole anime recently, but a lot of it is.
Oh, I remember in the movie now. It's all coming back to me.
It's all coming back.
I had to see her as an animated character to make it.
That's pretty neat.
Blades.
That dude.
Gary, close your eyes.
Whoa. We got some nudity there.
Oh, I guess we don't have to go through this whole thing.
I guess we don't have to watch the whole thing.
Contribution number 775. Let me go double check here. Perks claimed and donated. There we go. Thank you very much, Nick. Contact and sending the PDF of Magnificent 7. There you go. Appreciate. All right. Anybody up for a Bitcoin update? No?
Quack.
I was going to take a melatonin, but I guess you could do that.
Save Gary the pill.
Put me to sleep.
You know what? It's midnight. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up since nobody wants to hear about Bitcoin. That's fine. It's fine. Thank you.
Give
Nick.
us the Dogecoin update.
Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to go to a different website for that.
I mean, it's all made up stuff anyway. At least Dogecoin is, clever.
All right. Clearly, you know nothing.
It's all made up. The
Dogecoin
points don't matter.
is 3.5 tenths of a penny.
So worthless.
Well, it depends on how many you have. If you have 3 of them, you have a penny.
Really?
Yes. You can buy 3 Dogecoin for a penny. Get in there. Get it while it's hot.
Dogecoin.
Doge. The Doge.
The Doge DNQ.
Righty. D&Q tomorrow night. We're gonna do DCeased, zombified DC characters. What is a Dogecoin? It's a meme coin. It's not even worth talking to, so I shall not elaborate. You're welcome. Also, was a digital version sent to my email. The digital version of MAGA 7 was sent to the email.
So if you want your spoilers.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he ended up buying Lone Star 1 and 2, which I can get that to you. If you want that, just hit me up, email me, because I'm going to wrap this up. And
where can you get the Meg?
You can't. Well, you can get the Meg, but you have to buy like everything on the Kickstarter campaign. So,
someone draw Joe Biden tomorrow.
Clicking.
That's Gary.
Are you going to Gary? Do you have a message?
It's my pacemaker.
Don't go close to the microwave.
All right, guys. That's it. God bless you guys. We will see you tomorrow for some drawn and quartered. Say goodnight, everybody.
Aloha.
Good night. God bless you.